Hi, and welcome back to Greywing. Today I'm going to show you 3 ways in which we use data lakes to make your data work for you on the same platform. So what we're going to do is query some searches and see how Greywing pulls that data and where it's pulling from. You're also going to be impressed by the amount of time it takes. So let's say, this is our vessel view. It could change depending on who the user is. In this case, I see, okay, the vessel's got its voyage written out here to Singapore, Yingko, Lime. We may be getting this from either the voyage management software that the company works with or satellite data. Or even someone in the company could be manually inputting this into Greywing. There are multiple ways to get your data on here. Let's see how we act on this kind of data. Now, let's say I want to know all the vessels that are heading to, let's say, Singapore. In this case, I type planned port, that's the name of my query, and I type Singapore. And I can see that 9 vessels have Singapore either as their port of call or within their voyage route. Another way in which this is different is that in the past, you would either have to get on the phone with a captain or call up the PIC that's aware of this, or even log into a different system to filter. Not even sure if this filter option is there in these kinds of systems to find out whether someone's going to Singapore. We made it a lot easy to read this kind of data and streamline it into queries. I'm going to show you another example of how we can use it. So let's say we're responsible for hotel bookings, or you know that there's corporate travel coming up. You simply need to type up hotels here and the port nearby to which you're considering a hotel. So let's see, when I type Singapore, type in the low code to make it easier, what it pulls up. So in the past, you would need to go on the internet or call up a travel agent or your travel department to get these quotes. We've pulled this up either from the travel agent that's offering it or directly from Google to show you what the nightly rates nearest to the port could be. And if you have full access, you are able to make that booking through Greywing as well. Another use case that, Greywing has come in handy for while listening to its customers' requirements is with regards to vessel area tracking. Some companies, not all, may like to peg their client or their crew's bonuses to the time spent for a vessel in a high-risk area. So in this case, let's say I click on a vessel and I go through high-risk area tracking here. So we see that there is a risk area being tracked. Let's add a new one. In this case, let's say we know there's a war going on in Ukraine. We add the Ukraine risk area and we start tracking. What it's going to do is export reports of the amount of time that the vessel has spent in this risk area. In the past, you either had to, again, call up the captain or get this info from the PIC, or even just wait until the time has passed and the vessel has exited that area to know that. Greywing provides you that data in real time. If you look through our search flotilla, which is our search wizard, to query anything you need to know, you'll see that there's some pre-planned queries that we've put in here with some guidelines as to how to use them. But of course, this is highly customizable, and you can add queries as you like. And this is exactly how we plan to make data lakes work for you. Thanks for joining me, and let me know if there's anything else you'd like to see.